What is up, comic folks? Welcome to the Legion of Comics. I'm Mark, and today we're going to be looking at the new comic books that are going to be dropping on December something, like a week from now. But if you want to see what's on my pull list, some awesome stuff that's coming out and what I'm excited for, don't go anywhere. Check this out. Keep checking this out. There it is. Huge thank you to the channel sponsor, Big Time Collectibles, for sponsoring the channel and the monthly Legion Loot giveaway. Be sure to hit that channel membership and get in on the action and check out Big Time Collectibles at their website or on Instagram or Facebook. And if you need anything cleaned or pressed, hit up Justin on Instagram. Let him know that you found him through the channel, or hit him with the promo code WeAreLegion and take advantage of the buy two get one free special offer that he's running. The links to all the channel sponsors and stuff are in the description to all my videos. And also be sure to follow Pop's Attic that's located in the description of my videos as well. My Instagram is currently down. It might be back up at the time of posting this video. Don't know. I'm having to go through the verification process to get access to my account again. Very weird thing, but if you need me, you can hit me up or check out Pop's Attic. I'll kind of just be hanging out on that account, not really posting much. But anyway, so these comics that we're going to be looking at today are going to be releasing on December 13th and 14th, depending on when your shop starts coming up off those DC books. Some people get them on Tuesdays. Most people, I believe, probably have to wait till Wednesday. But there's some cool stuff coming out. It seems like it doesn't really seem like we're getting these massive weeks anymore. For a while, we were having crazy massive weeks with tons and tons of stuff dropping. We had the final week of November was a 5th week release, which are always light. Last week was really light. I think I left with like less than 8 books overall for the week, but we're going to be looking at another week like that. Not a lot, but definitely some heat. And we're going to be kicking it off with the final issue of Superman, Son of Kal-El from Tom Taylor. It's issue 18. So the time arrow with Clark off planet and John helming his book, they stopped the Superman title and started this title called Superman, Son of Kal-El that focused just on John and his time on Earth. It's 18 issues. This is the last one. So we're going to be seeing the confrontation with him and this Red Sin character that's kind of came up in the last few issues here. This is the final part of the Kal-El Returns crossover that's been happening with the Kal-El title and the Action title. And the big finale to that is going to be Action 1050, which is going to be a huge celebration issue. But looking forward to this. I think Tom Taylor's done a good job with it. It's felt long in the tooth at times. You can tell that the story kind of got stretched to fit the time frame of Clark returning to Earth. All the same, John Kent has really just had an amazing year. He really took the forefront and shined in a lot of aspects, from this title to his appearances in Nightwing to the massive appearance in the Dark Crisis title. I'm excited to see how this caps off, and I'm also excited for Adventures of Superman, which is going to be the John Kent-led Superman title coming soon. So we'll be getting that issue 1 of Superman in the future, as well as a new issue 1 of Adventures of Superman featuring John Kent on the title. So good stuff there. Next up, one that people have been waiting for a really long time. This story is supposed to, I believe, be a 12-issue maxi series from Tom King and Jorge Fornes, the same creative team that was behind DC Comics' Rorschach 12-issue Black Label. But it kind of got pushed back to the end of the year to what I assumed at the time was to give the artist possibly time to catch up. But it was apparently they just wanted to line it up in its release with something that would make more sense for the title. When I understand that now, with what's going on with Lazarus Planet about to happen, it does make more sense. It seems like these characters are going to be more present in other things that might get people's attention. But what this series is supposed to be is Tom King is taking the, I think it's from the 1970s. DC had a book called First Issue Special. It was a series of one-shots that would kind of highlight and feature different characters along the way. You had a few Kirby first appearances from his time at DC, so it had to be mid-70s for that. You had like Atlas, the Dingbats, the Manhunter, there was Mark Shaw, a bunch of first appearances in there. You also had some pretty cool stories, like Dr. Fate had a couple issues in there. The Creeper was in there. So what Tom King has done is taken that series, those characters, and he spun a new story out of it. And it's supposed to be focusing around a few of the characters waiting to be called up to the JLA. And to kind of get that attention and to get that credibility, they decide to bring Darkseid to Earth to defeat him, to gain credit, and it all goes downhill from there. We were promised to have appearances Dark Dr. Fate, Creeper, Manhunter, Atlas, like I mentioned, they are all supposed to be present in this book. So it's gonna be pretty wild, and to have Tom King's like creative freedom on a Black Label title with those characters is going to be a blast. So can't wait for that one. Next up, we have Planet Hulk Worldbreaker number 2. I feel like issue 1 just came out a couple weeks ago, so I'm kind of wondering if the release schedule for this issue is correct. But either way, we have this story set thousands of years in the future, following Amadeus Chow on planet Sakaar and these kids, and under this kind of religious dictator rule that's come to be that kind of hates anybody associated or with the Hulks in any form or fashion. So they're trying to free this girl's little brother who got kidnapped. Issue 1 was kind of boring, but I want to check it out for sure. Definitely going to check it out. I did enjoy that spirited sequel to Planet Hulk they did with Amadeus's Hulk. So maybe this will pick up before it's all said and done. The artwork's pretty good in it, so we'll see. I do have a major gripe that they charge you the price they charge you and put a ridiculously crappy, completely irrelevant She-Hulk back half of the book. Not even just a few pages, like the back half of issue 1 wasn't even the Planet Hulk book, but whatever. Next up, we also have another Tom King book, this time from Image Comics. This is Love Everlasting, and this is going to be issue 5. So that last issue was pretty wild. I actually was behind on some of my reading. It's one I recently read, getting caught up. But we're following this character, Joan, as we get told in a very unique perspective of these 1950s romance novels, where Joan is our centerpiece character, and it seems like there's all these weird twists happening to her, and every time she finds love or she dies, the story resets in a different time era with different characters, and she's going through these motions again. And sometimes she doesn't even realize it's been reset. Sometimes she has this awareness to it. There's this crazy twist that hasn't been revealed yet, but I'm hoping that we get it soon. That we got a nice little piece of the puzzle in that last issue, and I'm wondering if they're going to play with that in this one or just take a completely different angle again. So this one's wild, very unique book. Nothing really like it dropping else right now. Next up, Wildcats number 2. So it's no secret, DC's been pushing Wildcats pretty hard lately. We've had Grifter in the universe like here and there all for a while now, but DC's finally come back and did an actual Wildcat series hot on the heels of the 30th anniversary of the Wildcats. They just did the Wildstorm anniversary book that was really solid, and this first one was super fun for Wildcats. So it was kind of like if you just took, I don't know, like just in a pure adrenaline and shot it into a comic book. It was just fast paced. It was fun, not too much in depth. You're really just learning the characters in the midst of battles kind of thing. And the second one, from the cover and the sound of it, looks to be no different. We have the Wildcats. They're actually going to be going up against the Court of Owls. You're going to have Zealot facing off with Talon, and we still don't know what the purpose behind this plot is. And I mean, it's still early on, and they give you like key little plot points just to kind of push the story, but it's 100 miles an hour of pure fighting. So I'm excited to see what they do with it. It's been fun, super cool introduction to the characters. Again, I've known of these characters like for most of my life, growing up in shops in the 90s, but never really followed them. And it wasn't something that I picked up monthly or anything like that. So it's exciting to actually do that for this series. I'm excited to see most of all how they're going to fit them into the DC proper. They've kind of played with their origin, like it's something that they're not just like flat out there. It's hard to explain unless you read it, but they gave them a couple of different origins via Grifter telling lies to people. One of them was their real original origin, and one of them was an origin that we've got from Deceased. So it was weird, but it was super fun. And last but not least for this coming week, we have Starhenge Book 1 coming to an end with issue number 5. This has been a phenomenal story. Talking about, there's nothing else like this on shelves right now. There really isn't. Liam Sharp has creator owned and wrote and illustrated this book cover to cover. This is like his brainchild and is a clear passion project. We're getting like this eternal war between these two different factions. One AI machinery, one just future tech human beings who are able to travel through time in an attempt to resurrect magic to win this future war. And magic not in the sense like Harry Potter, but in the sense of future technology not understood yet, kind of like they mentioned in the first Thor movie, And they go back in time to try to find this lost magic, and they do it in Arthurian time era. So you're getting Merlin, you're getting Arthur, Guinevere, and all this cool stuff with this kind of like spotlight into the truth behind it per this story. It is really, really good. It's hard to give it like its full credit without getting into massive spoilers that you would not want spoiled. So be sure to check this out. Also, if you are interested, there is a hardback edition. You should be able to pre-order from your LCS or Amazon, wherever you do pre-orders from. Be sure to give that a check out, because it's one of those series that where the sales hit that's really on the hardback collection if they're going to do book 2 or not. So I would love to see book 2. This clearly has a lot of story to be told well beyond this. So I hope it hits it. This is one of my reads of the year right here. It's on my short list for sure. So that's all that I have on my guaranteed pull list. I always end up with something else. But if you want to know what my top pick for this week is going to be and why, check out the Comic Vet. He's about to be breaking 1,000 subscribers. He's getting so close. But we do a video that posts on his channel where we give you each our top pick for the video and tell you why you should consider picking it up. And a big shout out to the Augusta Book Exchange. They are the keepers of my comics, the guardians of my pool box. They always make sure everything I'm looking for is right there waiting on me every week when I get there. So big shout out to them. And leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you're looking forward to. What do you think I didn't have on my list that I need on my list? And if I'm crazy for having anything on my list like that World War Hulk book, which is pure punishment at this point. But be sure to leave a comment. Let me know what's going on. Hit that thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and consider joining that channel membership. And until next time, as always, I'm Mark, but we are Legion.